Now, I want to talk about the network for a minute because this is really setting the stage. I mean, we talked about somebody having a passion. I love how we all get together here. I dialed the wrong phone number 13 years ago and didn't hang up, and here I am today. This is not something I planned. But what was key to me in my journey was kind of like you. It was 6 months after saying yes to this, I got very, very, very sick. And
Mhm.
allergies was one of the first thing people checked on. And by the way, this was the only thing that I could do. So it's interesting how we all get guided to be here. For
Mhm.
you, you live, and if I should say, breathe this every day. This is something you're immersed in. And I wanted to ask you this question. Out in the world, what do you see the greatest challenge is right now for us? What is the greatest challenge? Clearly, we're not typing on a typewriter anymore, but that doesn't mean we're not faced with some challenges.
Oh, yes, there are still so many challenges. I think that one of the foremost challenges is certainly that there is such a wealth of information,
Mm,
and knowing where to go, who to trust, what information is appropriate for each individual is something that is very overwhelming. When you've got the internet and all of the voices coming at you, whether it be from your healthcare professional, your physician, your school nurse, your best girlfriend, your mother, your sister, daughter, friend, all of those individuals giving you advice about your health, sometimes it can be overwhelming and confusing. So certainly hearing that reliable voice, that credible voice, knowing what that is, and trusting it, believing it, and then having someone there to just support you through the journey, whatever that journey may be and whatever you may face along the way.
yeah, here we are. We're talking now. This is the world we live in, and you touched upon something I find really fascinating because I'm finding this kind of a little conundrum, and found this along the way in my own kind of journey. If you go back 13 years, I know this is hard for us to do. Many, many, many of the listeners listening, 13 years. You got to be kidding! I was like in high school or something, right? I'm a little bit older
Right.
than most, but if you go back
Mhm.
13 years, we weren't going to connect on Skype. There wasn't going to be like internet radio was
Mhm.
just literally being born, but it wasn't
Mhm.
taking on. Now we get emails and texts from people in Belarus that are listening to the show on their smartphone. This is the world of
Right.
information. How do you manage? How does Allergy Asthma Network manage getting the correct information to people?
Well, we do it through a variety of different channels. I think that first and foremost, we partner with professionals who are experts in these topics of asthma and allergy. We are the official lay patient advocacy lay organization for the American College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology. And we work very closely hand in hand with those medical experts to ensure that everything we write, everything we put out is medically accurate. And then secondly, we work with some of the health literacy experts across the country to ensure that it's easy to understand and digest, that even someone at a fifth or sixth grade reading level could understand the information, comprehend and digest that information, and then apply it accordingly to their lives and to their situation. So I think that that's, again, at the very essence, what we do is taking that medically complex information and presenting it in an easy to understand format for individuals, no matter the walk of life or where they're coming from.